to make cupcakes. Guys, let me go get some eggs. Alright. 3 eggs, please. We're going to mix the eggs with the milk. Get some milk too. So.
What kind of cupcakes are these?
These are oatmeal kind.
Okay.
We're gonna get 2 1/3 cups of milk. I can't find any eggs. Dad, any kind of milk you want, like if you're allergic to if you're allergic to something. So we're just gonna do 2 1/3 cups of any kind of milk you want. It's fine. And
Use applesauce instead.
yeah, you can use applesauce. You might not have eggs, like you ran out. So you could always use applesauce or anything like honey or something else for this recipe. Assistant, can you put this away? I don't want it. So now you're gonna kind of mix it with this. Just mix the milk. Just so it gets all around the bowl. So, this is flies here. So next, we're going to put like something like eggs inside the milk. But I'm waiting for it. Take a look at my assistant. Okay, I can pick how much honey there is. So, when you're done with this, get a spoonful. Get 1, 2, 3. So after you're done, you would wipe it on the sides. So you're going to need this that you mixed with the milk and kind of make the honey go down into the milk. It's going to be better if you, after all of it goes in, if you would mix it. It would be great if you would mix. So you would mix it up with the one you used with the milk. And the milk might be a little bit hard, but to mix up with the honey, we just need the honey to be milky.
Use the spatula.
Now I'm using that. So we're just going to mix it up with this. It's a spatula. You guys might not know that, but that's what it is. And we're going to use a spatula now. Just like the other one, except a little more fast. A little fast. The other one you didn't need so fast. Now you can kind of see a little dark because the shadows of it gets it dark. You just want to mix it.
We need applesauce. We found applesauce.
And we need it also because it kind of gives taste. Applesauce kind of gives taste to our things. We use applesauce. You can always use more eggs or more honey or it is applesauce and it's kind of like eggs. So you could also use eggs. It's kind of like eggs, but if you still don't have eggs, you could always use this honey. And also there's applesauce that you could use. Now, Dad, can you help me open this? Assistant, can you help me open this? I can't open it. What? 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 Now we're going to get the applesauce. You can actually put a lot of applesauce, just less than 10 scoops. I'm going to use 3 because I usually use 6 scoops. I usually use 6 things, but first before you put the applesauce, you mix it. So you put it after you're done mixing a little. And just mix it up with the spatula. The spatula looks like this if you're wondering what it is. So we're mixing it up. And the milk looks kind of like this now. So it's going to be a little bit spotty. That's what you want, is a little spotty. Would you go get me some oatmeal? Don't bake it, just give it to me plain. You're going to want oatmeal, not baked at all, not baked. Just plain oatmeal. You don't want it baked at all because the oatmeal's gonna kind of make something. It's gonna make, what's this the music? So it's gonna kind of make it look a little more like oatmeal cupcake, because it has to have oatmeal if it's a cupcake. An oatmeal cupcake needs oatmeal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some oatmeal. If you don't have any oatmeal, you can always do. It's kind of like oatmeal. Kind of looks like oatmeal too. So we're just gonna get some of this since you don't have it.
But Karma, it's crunchy. Oatmeal isn't crunchy.
Well, I don't care, really. So you're gonna put
frosting.
some oatmeal or anything that you think is kind of oatmeal-y.
Can I crunch that up?
Nope, we're going to go like this. We're going to mix it. We're going to just mix it for a little bit until it looks like the milk is actually mixed up with it. And it's going to float. Kind of like this. It's going to look all mixed. So mix it until it looks like totally out of people's way. Like you want it to look like this. We'll get that out of the way because you want it to stick. But we're going to make the frosting with the cupcake. Okay, no frosting. But you can make any frosting if you would like. Maybe a little more of this.
I'm so excited to make the frosting.
But if you had the oatmeal, the tiny packs, you could just pour the whole thing in. You have to make the right amount of this one. So you're going to have to kind of look. And when you stir it, when you stir it all together, it's going to look all like milk's all around it. And this recipe, I'm going to let my assistant try it because she's been so good at doing it. So this is kind of what it looks like. And now we have to mix it so that it looks all milky on it. It would look like this after you're done mixing it. You could add more if you wanted a little more like oatmeal, but sometimes you want it looking like kind of milky. So, yeah, I need more of this. It should look like a lot of oatmeal, but you don't need to use all of it. You just need to use some of it. And remember how you mixed it. After you're done mixing it a little bit that way, use this. And kind of mix it a little more. It looks just like this now. It looks like it has a lot. It has a lot of texture in it. Makes it so it tastes good. Otherwise, cupcakes sometimes you think, oh, this kind of cupcakes, I'm getting bored of these kind of cupcakes. Sometimes you think that and you want a different kind of cupcake. Well, this is a different kind of cupcake. It's an oatmeal one. There's lots of oatmeal. There's oatmeal, anything that looks like oatmeal. We're going to need some brown sugar. You could use actually any kind of sugar, but brown sugar is the most browny. So I kind of like brown kind of cupcakes. What do you think? You can leave something below what kind of cupcake you like, and comment below too. But I'm not done yet. I only found this, that kind. We're going to put some sugar in. We're going to mix it up. I'm going to see at the end when I'm done mixing if I put enough. Sometimes you don't put enough sugar and you're like, oh, at the end, oh, I didn't put enough sugar. So you need to, after it mixes up, it shouldn't look like this. It should have a little more sugar in it. Just a little. And then when you're done, it should look like this. Look sugary and good. Now that it looks like this, you're ready to put it in the pan.
So what's it got to look like before it's ready to be put in the pan?
It has to look like this.
Like that? So really, really super runny like that, and then just put it in the pan?
Well, not so much, but after it bakes, it's kind of going to get a little
Karma, do you need some more of this?
No. Okay. Don't be like that.
Don't be like a brat in the video.
I'm not.
Yeah, you always getting stuff out of the way. I'm trying to like. Almost only use this kind.
Yes, that's kind of perfect. So, you can see a tablespoon. That's how much you're going to need to put inside of your cake. Remember always to get the top with your finger and make sure it's the right amount. So now it's like this. You would have to go like this and bring it to the right amount and pour it in. This is about ready to put in the oven.
Well, let me take a look here. Okay. I think we could use a little bit thicker consistency, but it is looking absolutely amazing. Good job.
I'm mixing it a little bit more. There, so what's the box sauce? Now that you put 2 tablespoons of some brown sugar, it would look some chocolatey. If you want the chocolate, you could always put vanilla too in, but you don't need to. Okay. Now it is done, and we can put it inside little cups to put in the oven. Now can you put the cupcake cups?
Totally your show, but maybe you should add some flour.
Maybe. Flour, I'd also need that.
But what do you need again?
Flour.
But what do you need also?
Oh, the cupcake cups, where you put the cupcake,
I
you put the cupcake batter in that you can bake on.
We don't have any, ma'am.
Oh, then you just have to make some. You can, or you can always buy some from the store. But when you're buying them, if you don't have any, you should put it in the fridge. Pour out until you come back. You could also make some other. You could make other things, like you could make a cake with this ingredient if you would like. But right now we're gonna make cupcakes.
Can I go potty?
Can you go get some flour first?
I can't find any.
And we need flour. doing that, let's add some flour. A 1/4 cup. That's how much you need of flour.
Do you need anything at CVS?
2 of them. 2 1/4 cups, and it's going to be perfect. And of course, also, like most ingredients, always need some baking soda. So now, I'm going to pour 1. And then going on to this. You can use the same cup, or you can always get another 1/4 cup. If you don't have another one, just...
That's a lot of baking soda.
Yeah, a little too much.
Yeah, usually it's just like a teaspoon.
Okay, now we're just mixing it up. We can
Mama,
use the spatula.
we
or
got a
we
little-
can use the spatula.
That's on the ground.
Yeah, we're going to have to clean that up in a minute. Okay, now just go like this. Just go up and down. Flick, 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 flick. Here is how it looks. Now that we added all of it and it's all, it might look a little bubbly now that we add the baking soda and the flour. It looks all bubbly on the sides. So we're just going to mix it. It might still look bubbly at the end of mixing, but that doesn't really matter right now. Right now, just set this aside and wait. We can wait, and you can wait too, I think, for a little bit. Okay, a little bit was over. Well, now we're going to mix. You know, it was a little tiny bit, but no one really knows. Like, it's just a few seconds that you have to do it. I'm going to let my assistant have a taste. Here, I'm going to give you a taste. Okay, come on. I'll give you a little taste. My assistant here is going to try to have it. Okay, my assistant likes it. So,
Actually, it's a little bad because you put a little bit too much of this in.
well, if we put a little too much, it doesn't really matter. Because at the back of the, after you're done baking it, it's going to taste really good. So,
I think we gotta get a little bit.
we can just mix it. Okay, fine. Here, let me help you. That's totally a little too much. I mean, little. Too little. Well, you only want a little bit of that. Ooh, maybe missing. It's going to kind of get thick after that flour. Ooh, that actually is looking a little more like dough. And it's like more like dough now. If you smell it, it smells kind of like dough, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, now let's taste it.
Dad, this actually smells like dough.
You want to taste it? You need anything else? Oh, you don't like it? Do you like it? Oh, you don't like it. Well, we always can put other things. If you don't like it, just plain without chocolate chips, it will be okay. But add things that you think is sweet, and then you would have a yummy taste. Yes, it is actually really thick. It's so thick, it looks like batter, and it also smells.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So here it is. Like if it's kind of still, it's still kind of like other things. And you can always add chocolate chips like my sister is getting. But now, if you add the chocolate chips, I'll show you how much you need.
Karma, don't use your hand.
You're gonna grab and you go like count 1, 2,
No, Karma.
3,
That's
4, 5. Well, just one as much as you want, but you can't get over more No, I'm not going to pour it. I'm just going to get as much as I think is perfect.
Alright, so we don't need this. We need it for the next time.
That's called eyeing it. You're just eyeing it.
So I'm just going to watch and see how chocolatey this gets in it so that I can see if I have enough. I think I do have enough because it's getting chocolate.
Really, you're only going to use spatula?
I'm going to use something else. Now, after I'm done with this, I'm going to go and get to the spatula. I'm going to get all the sides and push it in. So now
I gotta have like all these chocolate chips for mine.
Now I'm gonna help her. She's gonna try it with a chocolate chip and see how she likes it. You like it? See? Am I getting it? You just spit out all the chocolate chips. Okay, well I guess she doesn't like that either. You could just do as much sweet as you want. I told you already. But and keep tasting to make sure it tastes good. So after you're done, you would kind of mix it like you do. A lot of times inside of cupcakes, you mix it a lot. So now that we're mixing it, I'm going to tell my assistant, can you do something for me? You don't know what the other ingredient to a cupcake is? What? I need more applesauce.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you call me ma'am? I'm 7 years
You're my
old.
sister. And because I love you.
Oh, that's why. Okay. So the oil's now coming. We are going to need any kind of oil, really. Just oil that can clean out that. You're going to have to use a towel for this part. You're going to put the oil on here and just wipe it through all those. And then always what you could do is you could always put this in a little cup and then pour it nicely into, well, up to here of each bowl, and you're ready to do it. Of course, butter is kind of like oil. That would be also great. Sometimes with these, what you can do is you can go like this inside the bowl, and it's going to mix better. When you're done, just tap it on the side to make sure all the batter is out. Now you know what, it isn't so liquidy like the other time you tapped it.
That actually was like batter.
So, we're going to get this cup, a cup, and pour it into here.
Do you want to grease the pan at all first?
No.
Okay.
You can make some without butter and some with if you would like. And it's going to, mostly, if you want butter, you'd use a knife and you would just put it in. You can always use that, or you can use something else that you put butter in. How you put butter in is no matter. You can put the butter that you usually put in over that. Now you're just going to mix it. You're going to mix it with all the batter. It's going to get kind of buttery. You don't want it to be like super buttery.
The oven is preheated.
Okay, but I'm not really ready yet. Like, I'm not like super ready, but I'll be ready in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes or more, but I don't know when I'm going to be done. Really, because I haven't really practiced. So you're just going to make it around the sides and make it all buttery. Or you, of course, don't need to just do the side. You don't need to just do the sides. You could also put it in there, but like I did. But you don't need to. You can always use oil or anything that you bake and put the things inside the things. So put anything you like. If you don't have enough batter, you can always bake more if you didn't have enough for all of your cupcakes. If I can't finish this one, I still have more. I always can use the other one right here. You don't need to put the butter in this one yet. You don't really know if you're gonna use it yet. If you really think I'm baking this, but if you do, please put a comment below. But any kind of frosting. After baking, I'll show you some frosting if you would like to follow my recipe of frosting too. But when it's baking, I don't put the frosting on when it's baking. So I would get it all ready. So it should be exactly perfect. When you put it in, the butter kind of just adds to it. You don't really need the butter, but it adds to the flavor. It adds to the flavor and it kind of makes the flavor better. I can also let my assistant try it one more time just in case you won't like it again. Well, when it bakes, it's going to be way better than you think it's going to be. Way better than if you think it's going to be bad after you bake it. Try it yourself after it's baked. It's going to be delicious. I can't believe I'm actually doing this show. I know. Except don't say that on the show because we're doing the show. Okay. Just pretend she never said that because that's not part of the show. Now we're going to put this in the oven. So,
My turn. Is it my turn?
Be careful.
So I'm putting this in the oven. I'm going to have to use this to get it out.
Don't touch the metal inside there.
I'm just going to bake it. While you're waiting, I'm going to put the other person, my assistant. Now we're going to bake and I'm going to act like her assistant. While it's baking, that's what we're going to do.
How long do we bake it for?
Well, we're going to bake it for 380.
Or 10 minutes?
Or 10 minutes, yeah.
So 380 at 10 minutes. Should we set a timer?
Yep. So, 10 minutes and it will be done. Thank you. Hello. Now you remember that we had to wait for a little bit. This is how they look now. They look so good and delicious. Now we're going to pick one. And I don't know which one to pick. I'm just gonna pick one. Put as much as you want in the batter if you haven't known that. But you can put as much as you want in the batter. And it looks so good. Now, I'm going to offer one to you. You taste that. Now, I'm going to have the rest of you. Yum! It's good. Yeah. Especially with the honey for eggs.
Ooh, you guys did the honey for eggs?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's so good.
We did the raw honey for eggs.
Oh,
Remember, leave a comment below at KarmaCakes.com.
which one do you guys like the best?
We haven't tried Sky's yet.
I think mine is better.
I don't know about that. I'm going to try some too. Well, that's good. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, I would like a bite.
Oh, let's see if my mom likes it. Isn't it good?
Can I try mine?
That is good.
It's so good.
Leave
Leave a comment below. Leave